Hello, everyone. Hello, Michael. Happy New Year.
Hello, Julie. Yes, certainly. What are we? Yeah, 2023. Look at that.
Yes, 2023. It's pretty awesome years, 2022 we had. And now we step into the brand new year, brand new milestone. So hope everyone's doing well. Thank you so much for joining us. Today, Michael William Aim from Canada and myself, Julie Nguyen from Orange County, California, wanted to join together to really talk about the amazing thing happening on ONPASSIVE. And today is January 9th, 2022. I'll be born in 2 days. I'll be 20. Welcome everyone to my YouTube and everyone else who has YouTube live on this platform. Welcome, Michael. Thank you so much for being here with me today. We love chatting about ONPASSIVE, and like I said from the very beginning, it's really nice to actually take our conversation out here and share that with everyone around the world. And we do have many friends around the world, and we're so thankful to have been here in ONPASSIVE. So Michael, it's really amazing how many of us, I know you've been in ONPASSIVE more than 4 years. I'm going on 4 years in March. And we see that ONPASSIVE is an artificial intelligence with heart. We create around the technology, the community around the heart. We are the future of internet, and we are the future of business solutions. And we will keep growing in 2023. ONPASSIVE has the ambitions that has no limits at all. And that's why we call this today, our chat today, is ONPASSIVE ambition has no limit. What's your thoughts, and how would you like to talk a little bit about what we have embarked in 4 years ago, more than 4 years ago?
Yeah, well, I mean, certainly you can go back in time. I can look back in 2018. What we had then certainly does not resemble anything that we see today where ONPASSIVE is concerned. You know, starting out with the 2 videos that we had initially, and then eventually getting a website, you know, and continuing to build from there, you know, to the point where we got a Hyderabad office, you know, just everything just getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger with this company. And that is great news. That is great news for all of us as the company set us up for success, you know, but it's just like putting a house together. You're trying to build a mansion. You know, it doesn't happen overnight, you know, and you certainly want to make sure that the foundation is solid, right? And so the company has done that, they're doing it, and they'll continue to do so to make sure that we are here for generations to come, you know, not just here with a little blimp, you know, just a little glitch, just a little here today, gone tomorrow, like so many companies that we've seen, even in the last 4 years, we've seen that with a lot of companies. But ONPASSIVE is doing all the right things to ensure that this company is here, which means our success will be here for generations to come, Julie.
Absolutely, Michael. We have stepped in a few days into 2023, and in the past weekend, ONPASSIVE has stepped into a new milestone. And now we not only have buildings, offices, as teams around the world, but now we actually have a landmark. And if anyone's that look up in Google, they can see that ONPASSIVE metro station is in Dubai. Do you want to talk about that? And then I'll reference some of the numbers.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I wasn't there for the actual announcement, you know, as most people know, you know, it's my Sabbath. But certainly once I was able to, you know, I certainly ran and got a copy of the video and took a look, and to my amazement, what an announcement. I mean, that was just awesome to be able to have a station, right? And some people think, oh, okay, what's the big deal? But they clearly don't understand marketing, right? There's a reason why companies have their names on buildings. Okay, when companies have their names on buildings, especially buildings that's been around for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, right? That is constant marketing. You're sowing the seeds, you're sowing that name, that brand into people's brain, right? That's what you're doing. So it becomes second nature. Think of McDonald's, that big M that we see, right? Anyone that sees it, they know exactly what that is. They don't need to see the full word, they just see that M, and they know what it is. A little child knows what that is, right? And that takes you all the way into adulthood. So think of all the millions of people that go to Dubai, and using that station and be able to see ONPASSIVE, ONPASSIVE, ONPASSIVE. They may not know about it then and there, but at some point when they come back into contact with ONPASSIVE, their brain is going to trigger that response, it's going to trigger that memory. This is, oh yes, that Dubai station. You understand? It is very, very powerful, Julie. And the fact that you can get it on Google Maps, I mean, ONPASSIVE is doing things that no other company has done before. And this is what we talk about being unlimited. From one top to the next top to the next, we just keep on going up, 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 up. And then eventually it's going to be an explosion into generating customers, which means what? An explosion in helping people live the life that they're intended to live.
Absolutely, Michael. Companies are paying millions and billions to get their name out there. And sometimes, like you said, even the child could remember it. So imagine you have your name right on the metro stations. Now, I do have some cheat sheets here because I want to give these numbers correctly, right? There's 200 million riders yearly. There's 700,000 daily riders. And that includes 180 nationalities of people from all over around the world that come to Dubai, 125 fully automated trains. And then throughout the area, there's over 1,000 maps that has the name ONPASSIVE on it. And then 900 plus digital screens that everyone can see ONPASSIVE name on it. And the biggest thing for me by looking at the image that was shared on that meeting is the biggest structure wrapped on Sheikh Zayed Road, which is, I believe, one of the main road in Dubai, right? There are 53 stations. However, there's one unique station, and that has the name of ONPASSIVE. It's truly saying that ONPASSIVE ambitions has no limits, Michael.
Absolutely. I mean, to have 200 million riders each year, that's 200 million views, right, of your brand. It's just incredible. I certainly never thought of it. Didn't cross my mind as to this is what the company will be doing. So the company keeps, making these leaps. The Burj Khalifa, the Dubai Mall, right? And now this station with that massive sign, Julie. That's a massive sign. It's not something that is small. It's not a little badge, right? It is massive, and to have the street, the columns that are there, that's, have the word ONPASSIVE wrapped around, like, it's incredible. This is something that's going to be, lasted for years to come, and we will benefit from it. People are not seeing the big picture. All people are looking at, well, I have no money in my hands. There's nothing in my bank account. See the big picture. This is about building your business. This is about doing all the heavy lifting for you. You and I cannot afford such marketing, Julie. There's no way, right? This is big bucks, folks, but this is money well spent. This is not just throwing money away. This is not, well, let's try this. No, the exposure is there. The stat that you gave, speaks for themselves. To have 700,000 people on a daily basis, that's coming through that station. That's a lot of people. Okay, can you imagine if you had 700,000 people that was giving you let's say even $1 for a product that you sold to them. Just say $1. This is 700,000 daily, right? Daily, right? So don't you think that we're going to get customers from these people that are visiting? And then with 180 different nationalities, right? So different countries that are represented, and they're taking that brain, right? Because the brain is inside their heads and their body. Okay, they're going back to where, you know, the country that they live. Okay, they're bringing that back with them, right? So when they're exposed to ONPASSIVE, right, locally, right, they're going to remember their experience in Dubai, right? So like I said, this is top notch. This was, again, unexpected, but that's just like ONPASSIVE, you know, doing what others are taking years, 10 years, 12 years to get to as far as advertising goes, marketing goes, right? Look what the company is doing in such a short period of time. Our own media department was not around 4 years ago, right? Was not around 4 years ago. So folks, look what we're doing in such a short period of time. We're ramping things up, and it's only going to get better and better.
Absolutely, and we're talking about the amount of exposure. You know, imagine if your business was powered by ONPASSIVE, powered by the ONPASSIVE tools, the ONPASSIVE services. You know, it's truly really amazing, Michael. And I also wanted to talk about ONPASSIVE is the future of business solutions, not only in business, in communication, in education. We're talking about modern marketing. We're talking about future of internet. What else? You know, we always continue to step up to higher top every single time when there is an announcement coming out. And imagine, like I said, your business is powered by ONPASSIVE with the amount of exposure that ONPASSIVE milestone is wanted to reach millions daily.
We can't say enough about exposure. We can't say enough about marketing, about driving traffic, because that really is the lifeblood of any business, right? No matter what business you're in, right? You know, the saying says, you know, the money is in the list, okay? But the list is the same as your network, okay? The money is in there. I don't care what company you are. Every company has a network. Every company have repeat customers, okay? So when you think about it, a grocery store, let's take the grocery store that's in your neighborhood. Okay, chances are, okay, they have the same, or the majority of people that come into that store on a weekly basis, same people coming over and over again. Okay, if you think of people who use Apple, you know, iPhone, okay, you have repeat customers. So Apple have a network of individuals who constantly buy, right, their products. Microsoft, the list goes on and on. People go into Walmart. It's the same thing. It's always about a network. You know, take Oprah Winfrey, right? Where does that money come from? She has a network. It's all about network, folks, right? And so what ONPASSIVE is doing is they're creating that brand, because we need to be able to have some sort of offer, okay, which is going to be our products, okay? You have to have a way to be able to drive the traffic to that offer, okay, which will be our site or website, okay? And you want to be able to have automated follow-up. So all of that will be built in, right, so that we don't have to do the heavy lifting. That is still applicable, folks. That has not gone out the window. The company's not expecting us to all of a sudden now be these great marketers. No, okay, but all the tools will be there for us, okay, and we will be marketing as if we are these great marketers, okay? So that's the beautiful thing about it. ONPASSIVE can do all the heavy lifting, and we basically take the credit because we look like we're the ones that's so smart. Wow, how did you put that together, right? And yet we didn't. The company is doing it on our behalf. So I just can't wait, Julie. I can't wait.
Absolutely, Michael. There's no doubt about that. ONPASSIVE has disrupted technologies that we're building. And not only that, we have the best of the best team out there, the best people in the world connecting together. And that's why I keep saying ONPASSIVE is interconnected, not only connecting the best of the best people in the world, connecting countries together. There are countries that are welcome ONPASSIVE with open arm. I mean, I said thank you Dubai for welcome ONPASSIVE, because ONPASSIVE is unique. We are very unique. We are different. and we are always stand out, and we will always stand out in front of the crowd. And you know, if anyone who currently looking into a place where they can associate their business name, or they can use a company that powered for their business, is this ONPASSIVE. That's our next stop. That's your next stop, is ONPASSIVE. What do you thought about that, Michael? It's everyone should say, hey, I want to do that, right?
You know, it's unfortunate that not because something is good, not because something is great, not because something is the best, mean everyone is going to jump in, right? But the thing about the internet, you know, more than 5 billion users, okay, that's a massive network, okay? And so you have people on the internet using it for a variety of reasons. Not everyone on the internet is looking to make money, okay? But they're using it for a variety of, whether it's, you know, social media, right? They're using Twitter, WhatsApp, Instagram, TikTok, whatever, right? People are using a variety of social media platforms, which is powered by the internet. Like, you have to be online in order to be connected, right? So you have, and then you have people who are using it as a way of communication for even their work, right? So you have people on there doing different things, but the bottom line is they need tools, they need solutions in order to function on the internet, okay? And so ONPASSIVE is putting that all together under one umbrella. So these same people, so it's not like you have to go and sell somebody on the idea of using the internet. These people are already on the internet, they're using a variety of tools. ONPASSIVE is simply making it more convenient, making it more cost effective, okay? Streamlining everything for them, you know, everything under one roof, right? So that's what ONPASSIVE is doing. And it's a brilliant idea, Julie. This is why we're saying that it is the future of the internet. It's like having a new internet all over, right? But done in a clean and ethical way that people are just going to love, and they're going to be mesmerized by it. And so they can't help themselves but to want to get connected with ONPASSIVE, whether it's to use this product or that other product. You know, there's going to be something. There's going to be something that these 5 billion people are going to want to use, and ONPASSIVE is going to be there waiting for them. It is brilliant, Julie. It really is brilliant.
Absolutely. Not only that, the brilliance of the vision, of the creation of it. And now let's take a look at our website. If you're currently watching this and you haven't checked out www.onpassive.com, it's a brilliant website that has so many materials on there. Check out our blog. Michael, what's your thought seeing what it is right now on our website right now? Amazing products that, you know, anyone can register for free.
It is so clean, right? It's a very clean looking site. It's very robust. You know, it pulls you in, right? It's very inviting, right? You go to a lot of sites that's like, okay, next, right? But you actually go there and something on that page catches your eye, right? Because it's interactive. It's actually moving, right? It's not static, right? So again, this is the beauty of it. Don't just give people, you know, the great technology side of things, okay? But also the cosmetic side as well, right? And so when you can put those two things together, so yes, there's substance there, but it also looks pretty, right? You know, so it's you like to look at it, you like the feel of it, the layout of it, right? This company, like I said, just keep getting better and better in everything that they're doing. And, you know, it's a huge credit to the staff, to the team that we have that's working day and night, you know, so many hours, you know, 15, 16, 17 overtime hours they're putting in on a regular basis to make sure that we have the best of the best, right? Because it's all about preparation, right? It's all about preparation. ONPASSIVE is not planning to fail at all. Okay, failure is not an option where ONPASSIVE is concerned. So ONPASSIVE is doing all the groundwork, putting everything together, making sure that when we says, yes, hello world, right? The world is waiting for us, right? They're waiting for us. And so, yeah, even with the website, you know, everything that you look at, you know, the blog, you mentioned about the blog, so much information that's there. Even if people just want to get some knowledge, it's free. They can go to the blog and they can get all that knowledge for free, Julie. right? So again, this is a company that gives, gives, right? And that's going to be a massive, massive benefit to so many, especially the founding members.
Absolutely. Talking about the founding members, Michael, you and I are among 1.4 million founding members. And it's truly amazing how to me, it's like we were given a treasure, a business in our hand, business in a box, business that already built, already done everything for us. All we need to do is use it, right? Have it, enjoy it, and share it. And that's how I see it, Michael, because that's what we do, sharing out on Passive, because it is truly amazing how our company is built with hearts.
Well, sharing for some is a way of life, right? A lot of people, that's what they do. I mean, whether you're involved in your community, doing charitable work, whether you're in the school system, sharing is a way of life. Oh, you run to your friend, oh, look at this new app. It does this, and you're sharing with them. Oh, look at this product I just purchased. People all over YouTube are sharing their experience, right, with different products and services. Now, most people are actually going to YouTube to search, right, for how to do this or how to do that, or, as opposed to just going directly to Google, right? So, we live in a world where it's all about sharing. Social influencers, sharing, right? All these little shorts on TikTok, sharing, right? That's the world that we live in. So if it's a way of life for you, it's only natural that you do it. So ONPASSIVE is no different. We're in ONPASSIVE, we love ONPASSIVE, so just natural that you share, right? Which is different than, here's this product, Johnny, come buy this product from me, right? We're not selling anything to anyone. As a matter of fact, they can just come in for free, take a look around. And if they love what they see, guess what? They're going to stay. And there's no doubt in my mind that people will love what they see, because this company was built from the ground up, as you mentioned, with a big, big heart. Okay? This company is all about love. It's all about how can we make a difference in the world, as opposed to how can we make a difference in our pocket, right? So it's built with a different mindset. And that's what I love about ONPASSIVE. Right? You got to start with love, Julie. You really do.
Absolutely. And also, Michael, it's about mindset, how much we love what we're doing, how much we're setting our mindset. Step into 2023. Personally, I don't set my own resolutions, New Year resolutions and stuff like that. I just make adjusting the goal, adjusting the plan to meet my goal or to meet where I want it to be. And along the way, I'm adjusting the things and learning more, continuously learning. I mean, look at the products that we are going to be able to use. It's really amazing. Mail, Connect, Trim. We know that ONPASSIVE create those products with heart, but all we got to do is having the right mindset, stepping into 2023, so that we continue to carry on this journey by sharing to other people. Talk about what is your, I guess, goals, or what are you looking forward to in 2023?
Well, for me, it's always about, how can I help people become an automatic internet millionaire? That's always been something in the back of my mind for many years. And we've worked on that, okay? And so as we get into 2023, right, it's just, how can we do more of that? What can we add to that? How can we create more value to be able to get people up and running as automatic internet millionaire? And all that simply means is to be able to have an automated system that can generate, at least $1 million yearly. That's all that really means, okay? Is that possible? Absolutely, it's possible. Okay. And then when you align yourself with a company such as ONPASSIVE, it helps you to be able to accomplish that goal in a much shorter period of time. Okay. And so we will continue to do all that. We'll continue to put information out there. We'll continue to show people how all that is possible, because at the end of the day, people need to have a strong financial future. The world is not getting any better. The homes prices are, through the roof. You can barely afford to. I look at the children, them that are in university right now. I'm thinking, my God, like when you guys finish school, how will you be able to afford to buy a home? right? It's not going to be easy. It's not like when we finished and we were able to purchase a home. It's a completely different marketplace. And so they need to, as Warren Buffett says, they need to find a way to make money while they're sleeping, because that 9 to 5, that 8 to 4 is just not going to cut it anymore, right? And more people are waking up to that idea. And that's why we see so many, right? Again, not everybody, but we do see a lot of people that are able to, generate a good living working from home. So whether it's be using the internet, for example, or however they're able to do it, we see more and more people are looking into non-traditional ways of generating their income, because you can't keep doing the same thing over and over again and expect a different result. It's just not going to happen. And we've seen people gone through the whole 9 to 5 idea, and we've seen now what has happened to them when they retire by the time they're 65, 70, 75. There's so many people that are in their 70s that are still trying to find a way to generate extra income. Why is that? So that whole idea has not worked for a lot of people. And so that's why we see people looking to different avenues. And ONPASSIVE certainly is a great option for so many worldwide.
Absolutely. It's beautiful how ONPASSIVE is created. ONPASSIVE came at the right time, the right place, and everything that is coming. It's just right on point, Michael. I just wanted to say thank you so much, everyone, for joining us here. We're going to wrap up this conversation by saying, it's really truly important when we have a purpose, when we know what purpose we are doing for. Many people waking up every day, starting 9 to 5 job, they're dragging themselves, stuck in traffic, dragging themselves. And by the time that they come to their work, it's not the same. It's not. If you know your purpose, right? If we all know our purpose, why are we doing this? And we love what we're doing. I think it does make the journey completely enjoyable instead of, having that attitude.
No, absolutely. Because in life, right, the ideal situation is to love what you're doing, right? I'm sure if you ask, the majority of people, they'll tell you that they don't love their jobs, right? It is what it is. There are people in high-paying jobs that even though it pays well, they don't love it. They're just simply doing it because they know it will pay the bills, right? But can you imagine if it was your passion, if you're actually passionate about that occupation, about that career, right? It makes a difference, right? It really, really makes a difference. So you actually look forward. It's like nowadays, my children, they tell me they don't look forward to going to school anymore, right? I'm like, why? I said, when I was going to school, my gosh, I couldn't wait till I got there, and I wasn't in any rush to leave school either, right? I enjoyed the academics, I enjoyed the athletics, I enjoyed the friendships. Like there was just so much, but now what I'm being told is that they're so restricted in what they can do, what they can say, and all these things, that it's like, okay, do I have to go to school today? They don't mind staying home and learning from home, as opposed to being there physically in the classroom. I'm like, really? Like, I wouldn't want that, right? If I can go to class and, it's a different experience. So we see that things are changing. So that's why it's so important to really have a passion for what you're doing, because it doesn't matter where you're doing it. Doesn't matter if you're doing it from behind the computer, whether you're doing it, in an office out there, it doesn't matter where it is, as long as it's something that you actually and truly love, right? You're going to put your all into it. But when you're just working for a paycheck, Julie, you're just doing as much as needed, okay, to make sure your boss don't fire you. You know what I mean? Like you're not there putting your heart and soul into it. Right? And no wonder people are seeing, crappy products and receiving crappy service and all of that, because most people who are there, they're not enjoying it, right? But with us, from day one, we've been enjoying the journey with ONPASSIVE. We've been loving it because we see that it is a new day, right? We see that this is something that's revolutionary. We see that this is something that will change so many people's lives. And that's what we're about. So that's why we get excited about it, because we know what it's going to do for people. Yes, I understand that some people are impatient. We understand that some people don't understand the sales process, the business cycle. We get all of that, and that's fine. But at the end of the day, right, when it's all said and done, Will it change people's lives? Will it make a difference in the world? And the answer is a resounding yes. Okay. And so because of that, we don't mind going through the process. We don't mind going through the journey. We don't mind getting up early hours, spending late hours, helping others to, get themselves sorted, be in the right place, register successfully, all those things, right? Because we know the impact is going to have on themselves and their family. It truly is a blessing, Julie, to be a part of this company. And I just wouldn't be anywhere else.
Oh, absolutely. I'm on the same boat with you, Michael. And the boat is shipped. It's riding beautifully, right? It's just like the metro station that we are on right now. The amazing thing for me, Michael, is that at the end of the day, when we help someone, we satisfy of the results because of ONPASSIVE giving us the opportunity, the tools, and the power to do so. So I would say ONPASSIVE is a digital solutions. ONPASSIVE is unique, is different. ONPASSIVE is a marketing wonder. ONPASSIVE is everything. And at the end of the day, it gives us back the time that we all deserve to be in this earth, to enjoy the journey, to enjoy life, and just to be here and have that total freedom that we all wish and dream for.
Yes, well, financial freedom plus time freedom, put them together, and that's your total freedom, okay? And so for those who are looking for total freedom, ONPASSIVE is the place to be, whether it is as a customer, whether it is as a reseller. The point is, this is where people are going to be. People are going to know ONPASSIVE. They're going to know that name, and for all the right reasons, okay? They will know that name. So whether it's from Dubai, whether it's from North America, it doesn't matter where in the world, but people will know that name, okay? We have almost 8 billion people on the planet, and it's just a matter of time before hundreds of millions of people start to find out about ONPASSIVE, start to search for ONPASSIVE, because people are looking, they just don't know what they're looking for. They think they know what they're looking for, okay? But they don't know the name, and they will know the name. And once they know the name, they're gonna hold on to it for dear life, because ONPASSIVE will be that beacon of hope for so many. Like, it's one thing when you talk about, okay, we can help 1,000 people, we can help a few thousand people. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about hundreds of millions of individuals worldwide and possibly billions of people worldwide, because I honestly believe that there will be something, Julie, there will be something for every single person everywhere. It just comes down to choice. Some people will be stubborn and they're gonna, not jump in simply because they're just stubborn, okay? And they like to see things done the hard way, okay? ONPASSIVE is making things easy for people, simple for people. You don't need to be tech savvy and all this fancy stuff, okay? Because you can use technology, you can use software to simplify one's life. There's so many examples of that, so many, okay? People use a microwave, right? To get their food to the state that they want it to be in a much shorter time, right? Instead of using a stove, a fire, wood outside, okay, you have an electric stove or a gas stove, right? That you can use, again, making your life easier. Instead of walking for miles, you have a car that you can drive, right? And so on. Instead of taking a boat across the ocean, you just jump on a plane and get there. So there's so many things that do make our lives easier. ONPASSIVE will be one of those things.
Absolutely, Michael. Thank you so much for being here. While we are talking about it here, I wanted to send a message out to the folks that are currently looking at ONPASSIVE. The best place for you to find this information is www.onpassive.com. There are so many YouTube channels, especially the official ONPASSIVE YouTube channel you can check out there as well. I want to appreciate every single one of you who are on Facebook, on YouTube right now watching and listening to our conversations, and we will be watching or listening later. Also want to send out a message to the founders of ONPASSIVE. If you have already registered to the ecosystem and suddenly it became unregistered, you can now go back and register again. It's good to go. We're always continually working on making changes, adjustment and changes for the best of everyone. So yes, go back and re-register. Thank you so much, Michael, for being here with me. I've learned a lot from you. I also really enjoy the conversation that we always have.
Well, thank you so much, Julie, for having me. It's always a blessing. It's always my pleasure. You know, let's continue to do this because it's fun, right? And if you're doing something fun, why stop?
Absolutely. It is very fun, and it is really enjoyable. The journey continues. And the next time, everyone, we're probably going to be focusing on a little bit more on the products that you see on the screen. So until next time, we appreciate you coming on and joining us. Thank you, everyone, for subscribing to my YouTube channel and to the YouTube. This one go out to several YouTube channels as well. So if you're currently watching one of the YouTube channel, please click subscribe. And also if you enjoy this, please give us a thumb up. Thanks so much, everyone. Please take care of yourself and stay well. Thank you, Michael. Have a great day.
Take care. Bye now.